What's up, everybody? Internet Jack's Big Money Stacks, and I'm going to be showing you guys how I do my college graduation business. It's the very beginning of May, and people are starting to graduate college and high school. So I have a bunch of different products that I sell at these college graduations for people to buy for their grads to celebrate. Now, in here, you can see I have my big bin of last year's wares. And I'm just going to show you a little bit about what those products look like and go and make my new stuff for this year. So this is 100 yards of ribbon. I got downtown, $8 for each one. And I use those as well as these ones I got from Michael's to make different kinds of ribbons. I also have some little craft embellishments that I throw on these ribbons. These are some butterflies I made for some chick ones. So yeah, let's get it started. First thing I have are graduation teddies. These are like little teddy bears that have a little cap and gown. They got different color ones. I had some other ones that were like a little bit higher quality than this, but then I got these instead. These are a little cheaper, made a little less money with it, but hey, still like 10, 15, maybe even $20 for the right wealthy college you go to. Little teddy bear for them. Easy, no work required. You just buy the thing and then you just start selling them. I really like, I don't really sell that many of those, but you know, it's still a little bit of moolah. So this is the other one. This is your fake flower lei with a little graduation teddy on the bottom. I usually sell these for like $10. I have like every different color of lei in here. Not all of them have teddies attached, but these are just kind of like the leftover colors that I didn't sell that many of last year. So this is definitely like the cheapest thing. Sell those for 10, 15, maybe even $20 if you really are lucky, but probably not going to sell it for that much. The other thing I got are these. These are called serapes, and they're basically like little scarves that look like you wear it on your gown, like when you graduate, like this. This is class of 2024. You got your cap and gown, you got the stole. This thing's cool. You sell these, you know, $30. Don't have to do any work to make them or any crafting required. You just kind of buy them. All these ones are from last year, and some of them, pretty much all of them say class of 2024. So we'll just put a sticker or something covering that up. I can probably sell these maybe just like slightly cheaper with a sticker over the part that says 2024. So you can buy them, but ideally they're going to say the class of whatever graduation year. This one right here is cool because it just says congrats and has some cool flowers on the back. Someone will buy that. Doesn't have to say 2025 on it, but it's kind of nice when it does. But if it doesn't, not that big of a deal. You know, everyone has different tastes. Everyone has different favorite colors. Every college has different colors. So you just get a mix of them. Obviously, the one that is the same color as the college you're going to is going to sell for better. But you just get a myriad of different options, and you throw them all on your display rack. If you live in LA, you can get one at LA Display or other display stores, or you can buy some kind of movable clothing rack type of deal on the internet, Amazon or something like that. And then this is my main one. These are the ribbon leis. Now, I make these. There's videos you can watch on YouTube that tells you how to make them. This little 2024 decal. I bought some silly 2024 glasses that I didn't sell any of because nobody cared about that. So I just took the thing off and I put it on there. And so this year I'm going to be taking, just hot glued that on, just taking all the 2024 stuff off and putting 2025 stuff on, which I need to go downtown and buy some more 2025 decals, but for right now, that will work. Just different kind of craft embellishments. There's that one that says grad. You can just put that on the thing. It says congrats grad. And with these, I have like every different color because I bought a couple different colors of ribbon. Yeah, class 2024. Got the little teddy bear on it. Someone likes blue and black. All I gotta do is take this button off, put a 2025 one. This is good to sell again this year. I'll just angle the camera down so you can see in my bin. I got like every different color here. All these ones I made last year. Just sitting at home watching TV and weaving stuff. So yeah, it works good. And then if you keep them, you know, folded up nicely without getting all wrinkled and stuff, you can sell it again the following year, which is what I plan to do. Yeah, pretty good stuff, and all this stuff's pretty affordable. You know, you can get it in whatever crafting supply store. Obviously, if you live in LA, it's a lot easier to get all this stuff because there's a giant buy everything in bulk area. But you can do this in whatever town. Let's buy it on Amazon. Maybe one of these days I'll actually make links and be like, oh, buy this, and get an Amazon link. Make millions of dollars. But this year I'm experimenting. I got the kukui nut necklaces. So people put those on. They're like, yay, congrats, grad. You know, got these from overseas, real cheap. The way they come out the package is just like this. So you just tie the ribbon up all nice and purty, and then start making big money stacks. So yeah, I'll just tie one up right now for y'all to see how it's done, and I can learn in the process. I'm just gonna do a basic bow knot, one over the other, hand over hand, and then make sure there's a shiny part and then the not shiny part. So make sure the shiny part's on the outside because that's the good looking side. Make a little loop and then make another little loop, shiny side out. And did I mess that up? Somehow it got kind of did I mess that up? Yeah, I did. Okay, well, try again. We're learning together. So loopy loop, shiny. Okay, so if you loop it around with the shiny side in, then when you go around to make the loop on the inside, the shiny side is actually on the outside, which is what you want. You want it to be all shiny all the time. Then you got your nice little bow. Make the loops long enough, roughly the same length as the tail, maybe slightly longer, slightly shorter, whatever. You got a nice pretty bow. Sell this. I don't know. I'm gonna try and get 20s. Probably not gonna get 20s for this, but I don't know. We'll see. Maybe 15s, maybe 10s, but 20 bucks. Everything's 20 bucks. That's the way to go. So yeah, I'm doing college. I got a bunch of different colors. The reason being is I went downtown, didn't find anybody selling this. Not sure if that's because nobody buys it or I just had a good idea. But the colleges sell them usually. And then this box I have here is another one of the kukui nuts, similar. This time it's got like little flowers. The company sent me all these different flowers. I'll just open one up here. See what it looks like. I don't even know what this is. Oh, this might have been, I think I asked them, yeah. I just asked them to send me some samples of some of their stuff. In case I do this bigger next year. I guess this is just a string of fake leaf. It's not like a lei or anything. It's just a string of leaf garland. But that's cool, like leaf garland. I don't know. Maybe I could make like a, oh, I guess it's pretty long. It's really long. And it's capped off on the ends with these beads. So the idea, you have this really long lei that goes all the way down there. Or maybe if you doubled it up, you'd have a shorter one. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do with this, but yeah, I think this is a more flower garland. I don't know, we'll see. They had all these different kind of flowers, and I asked them to send me a couple just to kind of have some more stuff to experiment. Yeah, this looks like flower garland as well. I'm not gonna open that. Oh yeah, some phony flowers just to touch it up a little bit. No, that's a long ass flower lei too. Okay, bunch of flower leis. Oh yeah, I think these are all the flower leis I asked them to send me, and they're like, oh, what do you want? You want to check out some stuff? Okay, this is heavier. I remember ordering this one. This is like the flower kukui nut lei. This one's nice. Oh yeah. That's premium. That's at least 25. I might even be able to get 30 bucks for this, because it looks like it took a lot of time to ribbon all these ribbons all ribboned up. So that looks pretty freaking nice. Yeah, that's a prime time one. Let's see, all these other ones. Oh yeah, so these all say class of 2025, and they're all specific color. Nice thing about this one is looks like the little Chinese kids that made this for me tied the bow too, so I don't have to do any work to make this. So this is class of 2025 in white. It's got a little turtle on it. Looks good. I like that. I like it. Had all the different colors: white, yellow, blue, green, purple. Thing I don't know about this though is it seems like wear and tear is like one of the things you got to consider with this business. Is you don't want to destroy your things. So it looks like this plastic here is actually pretty soft, and these things could get scratched and messed up. So I think you're probably going to want to be kind of careful with those. I don't think I'm going to unwrap every single one, since I don't really have any work that I have to do for them. But since all the work's already done, I'm just going to leave it in the package until it's time to go sell. Now I think this is the box of the flowers that I asked them to send me. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, this is nice. So these are cute little Hawaiian style flowers that they're all different colors here. Oh yeah, that's real nice. And it's made out of foam. I like fake flowers, they never go bad. I guess the idea is you put this, the bow at the top, this part right here, and then I guess just wrap it around or something. Hell yeah. I'll figure out how to do that better. Actually, that's not close enough to the stem. So if you're gonna do it, you wanna do it right. I'm gonna bring that closer to the stem, tie it tighter, and then maybe bring it around one of these kukui nuts. I don't know what I'm doing, to be honest. This is my first time trying this thing. But the thing that's nice about when you do something new, you're the pioneer. You're the only guy on the lot with it. And you make a lot of money that way. Okay, that's actually pretty cool. I think the only thing I'm going to change is that since the bow stays at the top of the neck, you got to have a little room for it to be around your neck. So I'm just going to move that. Instead of being all the way up here, I'm going to bring it down to like down here. But yeah, I'll do that another time, probably later tonight. This is kind of just like a short stream where I show my stuff and I tell you what I'm going to do. And maybe I'll do a little video of me actually doing it. I don't know. There's not really that much to show you. I mean, it's literally just wrap a little fake flower on a kukui nut. It's not rocket science. Last thing I have are all my ribbons. Last year, I did all this myself. I'd just chill at home when not at a graduation. And at night, I would be making the ribbon lays that you see down there. But this year, I'm doing school. I have a full-time job driving the ambulance in the city. So I'm a little busy. So I paid some people overseas to make these for me. I just ordered them online. And instead of actually doing all the ribbon weaving, I just had them weave it for me. So these all come pre-packaged. Obviously, you save a little money if you weave them yourself. And if you're doing this the first time, I would recommend you try and make your costs as low as possible, because, you know, your time is money. But this one is a double weave. I don't even know how they did this, to be honest. Maybe they had a machine. Maybe it was little Chinese children doing it. But this is like a really nice one. I can probably get like $40 or maybe even more for this one. Because the weave it's a double weave. Like, this obviously took a really long time to make. Probably did. To be honest, I don't really know. But I got different kind ones. I got the cheaper ones, and I got the more deluxe ones. I guess this is a deluxe one. Damn, they're like all deluxe ones. Where's the cheap ones? Oh, you know what? I don't know if I really did order that many cheap ones, because I can just make the cheap ones myself. I didn't really feel like trying to learn how to do this like complicated weave style and all the work and versus my time and all that. But yeah, it looks like all these ones are kind of like the higher end, nicer ones, with like the multi-weave. As I'm looking, I'm not seeing any of the simple ones. I gotta check on my Alibaba order and see if I did order the other one. Oh, this is cool. LA, full of Mexicans. And they are very proud of their kids. So, gotta have the Mexico one. Probably didn't even order enough of these, but Mexican Americans put their kids through college, they graduate, they're happy, they get them this lei. And white in the middle, red and green on the outside. Boom. Congrats, grad. And then, in order to spice these up, embellish them, you want to have the same thing as like on this. Like this one, I went to the craft store. These are kind of expensive. They're like $1.50 each. You can probably figure out some way to get it super cheap, but I didn't bother. And then a 2025 thing I'm going to put on there. From this company, they had letters. So the idea is that it's going to say GRAD 2025 on the side. And this is what like one of the letters looks like. So, you know, GRAD 2025. And yeah, so I got a shift tomorrow, and I'm gonna be working 3 to 7 in the morning, and then college graduations at USC all day, so I gotta get this stuff made to look all nice and purty before the graduation ceremony tomorrow. So that's what I'm gonna be doing for the rest of this. And yeah, that's a little bit about how you do it. So basically what I do is I show up to the graduation scene with the ceremony scene. Like it's, you know, and then I get all my stuff and I put it on a rack and I start selling it. The more stuff you got, the more interesting stuff you got, the better. The more different things you have, the more you make. You can try and sell every different thing. You can do arranged flowers. You can do a lot of stuff. But yeah, I think I have enough stuff. The only thing I would like to get would be some more 2025 like embellishments or buttons. So like in order to make this scarf for this year, right? It's got the hot glue on the back. I'm just going to take that hot glue off. And the nice thing about hot glue is it peels right off, leaving no residue a lot of the time. And if it does, well, then that's just the spot that you hot glue onto your new thing for the next year. But I didn't go and buy my 2025 embellishments yet. Just been kind of busy, didn't get around to it. But yeah, 2024, out with the old. It would be ideal if this thing said 2025 on it and had the 2025 somewhere. But as it is, you could sell this. You're like, oh, cool, it's got a bear, it's got a flower. It's most of the way there, but not all the way. So, yeah, so I got to get some stickers for the serapes from last year. And got to fire up my hot glue gun and start putting these numbers on these lays. I'm going to start off with... Man, I need a bigger car in order to store this stuff properly, but the way it is, I can do it. This is complicated as we... See, this one has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know. How many does it have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8 ribbons into an 8-way ribbon. These ones in the box only have 3. So this is like some primo stuff. Hopefully I'll sell these for a lot more. Since I'm going to be having more expensive things, generally people don't want to buy it. Usually if you have different price point stuff, right, you have cheap stuff and expensive stuff. You're going to sell, in most situations, you sell 70 to 80% cheap stuff and 20% expensive stuff. Maybe 30-70. But usually it's about 80-20 for affordable versus nice things. People love cheap, and it just depends on the event and the crowd that you're going to. USC, incredibly expensive to go to college. So they might be balling and buying. So, but only time will tell. I did UCLA. And I was a jugging at UCLA. So this is my hot glue gun. This is the only thing you really need to make millions. I'm going to plug it in right now and start making some money stacks. You don't understand the things I say on Twitter. All right, so the glue gun is plugged in. It's on, I'm putting it on high to heat it up. I don't remember if I had it on low or high, what was better, but that's gonna take a minute to heat up. So, yeah. I guess in the meantime, and start prepping this stuff. I got my work cut out for me with these. Like, this is a lot of work here. I guess the best thing to do would just be to, I guess, just take all this stuff. Okay, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hang this on some hooks. Got some S hooks. These are really nice. And I got some coat hangers. I'm gonna hang these on coat hangers. S-hook coat hanger combo, and I'll probably hang it from like that little drawer pull thingy over there. I don't really know what's the best way to do this, but I'm just gonna figure it out. So the S-hook, this thing, got these. Kind of separate it by color that way. Show you. See, I got that one hanging. And I can just kind of separate them or something. I don't know. Since it's USC, my main focus is really on USC color related stuff. If it's not USC colors, I can always do that later, I think is kind of the logic I'm going to go with. So everything that's white and red, or yellow and red, I have white and red for these. So I'll just take these out the package, I guess, and put them on the hooks. Yeah. Easy enough. I get usually when you're doing, there's no hard fast rule on anything. It's all just like arts and crafts. Like, you know, okay, maybe this would look nice with this thing, but this will look better this way. You just kind of get yourself a myriad of different options and then go from there. Just kind of arrange it depending on how you think, what you think would look best. If you got a good eye for design and you like making things, this is a fun job. Boys and girls can do it. Girls love this kind of stuff. It's chill, make things pretty. If you're good at having attention to detail, that helps a lot, because everything's got to be totally perfect. And even just looking at these, I just don't like the idea. Okay, what happens if these rub against each other? Is it gonna get scratched? Is they're gonna get a bunch of handprints on it. You know, that kind of stuff concerns me. So maybe I don't want to unpackage all this stuff. I don't know. Well, no, because I need to tie this knot, and I'm not gonna go to the college and start doing all this manual labor stuff. Like, there's no freaking way. Just got to do it now. So just tie that knot. Make that cute little bow. Maybe if you know like a cool knot that I don't know about, that is even better looking than a cute bow, and do that if you're a knot master. I am not. I just know the basics, but hey, you don't have to be PhD in order to do this. Ironically, if you dropped out of college, it's a great college dropout job. I guess all the yellow ones I'll take out the package, but these are already done, so this is good. Let's see how that hot glue gun's doing. Oh yeah, it's nice and hot. Ooh, yep, it's working. Ow. Might put it on low. We'll see if low is hot enough to get the job done. So for these ones, I'm gonna put it on my neck. Got the frills in the back. Someone's gonna be here. You don't want it to be too high. You don't want it to be too low. I want it to be like kind of like around here. So if you have a nice workspace, that makes things a little bit easier. I live in this small RV. Not small, it's 36 feet, but even a 36-foot RV isn't really that big. Alright, so there's a 5. There's a 0. Some 2s. Funny enough, I told this company, I'm like, hey, I need 30 extra of these numbers, more than what you sent me of the stuff that said grad. I guess lost in translation with Chinese. They sent me only 30 numbers and way extras of the grad thing, which is like actually the total opposite of what I needed. But it's okay. I have enough stuff to say grad for this year and years to come. My friends ordered all these numbers, or letters and numbers, because she wanted to make a bunch of graduation scarves, because she's the one that actually told me about this. And well, she was one of the people that told me. A lot of people told me about it, actually. But yeah, she does really well with these things. And but they didn't send me the numbers, so I'm like, well, sorry, can't fulfill your order. I only have enough stuff for me. So, gonna get 2025. So, way it's gonna look, it'll be like that. Grad 2025. So lay the numbers out how you want it. Figure out kind of where you want it to be. And then I got that saved with my fingers. Probably would be good to have a table, which I will grab myself. I'm probably going to do this somewhere else, actually, when I start doing all the work. But for right now, just to show you guys, kind of, I'll do one just on my legs here. So, let's see, right, so grad 2025. 2025 is actually going to be on the left side, because it's the opposite side of when you have it, you know, face down. Okay. There will be a string if you don't manage that properly. Oh, fuck. Did I put that far enough down? Let's see. Oh, yeah. Looks good. Looks good. You want to avoid getting the long string of glue, which usually inevitably comes with this. Because when you squeeze it out and then you pull it away slowly, it leaves a long ass, you can kind of see it there on my finger, a long ass tail of glue, which is annoying, kind of unsightly on your thing. So actually, I don't know. Let's see, how do you avoid doing that? Oh yeah, you kind of just blob it off there. Ooh, that feels good on my finger. You can wear gloves when doing this, it can help. I might put some gloves on. I don't know, it kind of makes it more difficult to do that, to feel things, in my opinion. So I don't wear gloves. I just feel the burn. But yeah, low temp, the low setting on this glue gun is good enough. And you just kind of squish it down. So yeah, I got glue all on the side. Since hot glue cools down pretty damn quickly, you don't want to leave it floating in the air for too long, especially if you're on a low heat mode, because yeah, it'll dry, it'll cool down, you won't be able to stick it on. And you burn through these glue sticks pretty quickly, so you gotta change them out from time to time. There's 2025. Shaboom. Squish it down there. Might need to put a new stick on before. Okay, so 2025, and then the grad is going to be roughly at the same level. So I'll line it up, and if it ain't perfectly lined up, it's not like they're going to be like, it's not perfect, I'm not going to buy it. If they want it, they're going to buy it. Another thing I would recommend too, don't just carry expensive stuff or just cheap stuff. If you're gonna stock a bunch of different products, have stuff at all different price points. Because if you only have cheap stuff and people want expensive stuff, you would have made that expensive stuff sale and made more money, if they're a big spender. Most people are not. Most people just want something. You know, they'd rather get like a cheap lei and a cheap ribbon and a cheap bouquet of flowers, right? That's 3 things versus one big crazy extravagant lei where it's like the coolest one on the block, but it's only one thing, right? People are more stoked about getting a bouquet of flowers and a lei and a scarf. So they might buy 3 different things from you. Or they only want to spend 20 bucks. You know, their kid went to community college, not USC or whatever. They spent all their money on the tuition, and they're like, here, just be happy. You got a freaking lei, you ungrateful bastard. And I just want to spend 20 bucks and get them a lay. And that's, if you don't, you know, yeah. Also, people with haggling prices and your perceived value, if everything you have is, say, $40, they're gonna be like, I only want to spend 30. I'll give you 30 bucks for it. They try to negotiate you, talk you down on price more often. Whereas if you're like, oh yeah, everything's $20 and up, you're like, oh yeah, you only got 20 bucks? Sure. Oh, 30 bucks? Yeah, 30 bucks. This one's 30 bucks. And they're like, oh, okay, cool. I'll just buy that. I have a $30 option for you. I have a $40 option. I have a $20 option. And they get to choose accordingly. So, this is how it looks at the end. Look at me. Got my cap and gown on. Just graduated. You know what? I might even make it instead of, let's see, grad 20. Let's read from left to right. Huh. How does this look? You know what? I'm gonna switch this up. This one is the way that it is, but since the letter points this way and the number kind of points this way, I'm actually gonna make it say 2025 on this side and grad on that side, but it'll still sell. Yeah, this is good as is. I might add a little safety pin, a teddy bear onto the bottom, or I might not. I might just say this is the thing. The more stuff it's got on it, the more it sells for. But this is as is with no embellishments, maybe like 30, 40 bucks probably. Because that's a complicated ass weave. With some embellishments, definitely 40 bucks. So, yeah, that's it. That is graduation season in a nutshell. How to make all these different products. You know, you got a nice cart with a wagon and all these different groovy things on it. People will be stoked. This one's just a little too close to the neck, so I'm gonna fix that right now. Move it down like 3 nuts worth. 3. What was that? Maybe even one more. Yeah, one more. 4 nuts down. How's that? Yeah, perfect. Right over the heart. That's the best spot to have the flower. It's like, where would someone have something on their lapel, right? And then what I did is I wrapped it tight around this one, and I bring it up and I wrap it, kind of anchor it around another one and hide it there. So yeah, they graduated college. They're stoked. Their parents love them. I bought them all this expensive stuff. They got a cool little ribbon. They got a lei. And if they real big ballers, you know, I got this. Now you look like an official graduate. Don't go to college without buying one of these things, because otherwise you won't get the job. Right? Imagine you put on your Indeed profile. It's you with your normal ass, boring ass cap and gown. And then there's me, big money baller. I got my cap and gown on, and I got all this like swag. Obviously, you're gonna get the job. So, if you got kids, you're trying to invest in their future, buy some stuff from your boy, treat yourself, and yeah, I'm just gonna be in my maker studio, whittling away at these, and doing it big, as I always do. Grad on one side, 2025 on the other. yeah, I think I showed you guys how to make everything. Oh, yeah, pretty much. This, I guess on the lay here, it's basic. The little teddy bear comes with a key ring. You just hang Teddy on there with the ring to the lay. All right, 10, 15, 20. 10, 15, like probably like 20 with the flower, probably 20. 40. 25, 30. You know, you could get 20s. You take 20s if it didn't have the little butterfly thing. But once I put this butterfly, it cost me almost an extra $5. So yeah, it's 25 bucks, 30 bucks. Just depends what college. Community college, 25 bucks. State school, 30 bucks. You know, people try to act like they broke. They ain't got no money when they spent $50,000 a year on the tuition. It's like, okay, all right, buddy. Yeah, you want to look good on your college grad? You got to fork it over. All right, guys. My little primer on college graduation season, and get that big money, and let me know how it goes.